These are the things we do before we get ready.
Before pre-filming. Just doing a little warm-up because, you know, this is what I do, girl, okay? Okay, my mom was like, why are you so happy? I'm like, because when you film, you have to be in that mindset, baby. So I'm Rocky right now, okay? Rocky. So Gigi got her good wig on. Girl, you look cute. Stella. Is that you?
I had to put this on because I was in a rush and due to the fact I was talking to my friends, but it's okay.
Due to the fact that she was on her other channel. And I told my mama to be ready and here at 12 o'clock. It is now 1 o'clock, you guys. It takes a lot of effort to go into filming to make sure that you get everything right. And my mama, she late. An hour late, which is cut into the film time because I got kids. You got grandkids. I got kids to go pick up.
My grandkids. Okay.
Anyway, okay, so.
Okay.
Her
name is Penny, by the way.
The Penny wig. Okay.
It'll do for the day, but I do.
Details won't be left in the description below.
No, it wasn't.
Okay.
But this is behind the scene, the bloopers and all of that.
All right.
You look cute. You look beautiful.
Thank you. All right, now. Okay. So, as promised, you guys got the previous video to 1,000 likes. You really enjoyed us interacting together and our, you know, views or perspectives on the emails that were sent in. So today we're basically gonna be doing the same thing because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But you know what? I do want to start off by saying if you guys do enjoy this segment, let's get this video back to 1,000 likes. If you see that it's gotten to 1,000 likes, the more the merrier. You just keep on liking it, baby, okay? Because my dream for this, my plan for this is to have guests on the show with me and Gigi. They'll be on the phone in the little box below.
That.
Like, wouldn't that be cool if Tony could come and I just know Tony would. Hey, Tony. Hey, girl. How you doing? But today, we're going to start with the emails because like I said, my mama was late.
Forgive me, bestie. Can we start off with a completely disclaimer and a prayer? The disclaimer is these are just our thoughts, and we're going off of the emails that was sent in to Valencia email address. So it's just our thoughts and advice. You don't have to take them to apply them. You don't have to agree with them. This is just an awesome segment we're giving to you all because of the thumbs up. Thank you so much. Now, I want to be able to lead us into prayer. We're going to keep it simple, okay?
Okay.
All right. God, we thank you, God, for this moment, God.
Hold on. Bow your head if you being rude in front of my mama.
I hate to bow my eyes, too. Look.
Then your eyes. You can keep your eyes open if you need to.
Yeah, I do. God, we like to thank you for this particular moment, God, of answering the emails that came into Valencia Life. We appreciate the opportunity to do and to be a mother and daughter team in a segment as well of bringing just our thoughts and our thoughts only, and hope that along the way you find laughter and you find humor in it. And of course, remember too that we are learning along the way in things, and we just appreciate God for this moment and the elevations because we know and we believe you, God, that it is your will, and wherever it take us at, we will be humble.
Amen, Gigi. Amen. I'm so proud of you, Gigi.
I'm proud of you.
This takes a lot for somebody who's not into this whole film thing to get into it and be here. So let's give a round of applause for Gigi. But let's get started. Okay, so before we go into the emails, I want to acknowledge everybody that watched the previous video, like I said, and got it to 1,000 thumbs ups, 1,000 likes. But I noticed that some people went down in the comment section and they gave their opinionations on things, right? And anytime I see something that I feel needs a rebuttal, I'm gonna rebuttal. So I feel like this needs a rebuttal because, like I said, this is just advice. I feel like the advice that I'm giving, I don't speak on anything that I don't know about. If I don't know about it or how to maneuver, never been through it, I'm gonna close my mouth and sit in the corner, eat my food and mind my business because I can't speak on that, never been through it. But the advice, the reason the letters that I'm reading is because I can either relate, I've been through it, or known somebody who's been through it, so I can give a really great perspective. But the last video, there was a young lady who was saying she had 2 daughters and a baby daddy who she wanted to throw away because he was bouncing in and out of the kids' life and stuff. Now, we all got that one friend who got a no good, nothing minded baby daddy or whatever, okay?
Excuse me for a moment.
Hold
in order
on.
for me to follow along, or even individuals that may be new, can you read the message?
That's what I'm doing, Gigi.
Okay, then. I'm sick quiet.
Yeah, can I get through
Drink
this?
some water.
Drink?
Yeah.
Okay.
Enjoy.
I got it. When I'm going, it's like diarrhea. You just gotta let it come out, okay? And wipe.
Fill with joy.
And just wipe, okay? All right. So what was I saying? Some of us know friends who've had, them bitter baby dads because they make them too. But even though we can have a good kiki and we can say things at the kitchen table and talk about our baby daddies together, I will not lead you astray, okay? I'm going to read the comments that some people left, and I'm not going to disagree with anybody's opinion because it is your opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but I'm going to just give a reply on it because, like I said, I don't want to lead anybody astray, and there is a reason for this. So, Gigi didn't open up the Bible. From what book is you reading while we're trying to have a conversation?
I do this because this is more or less like a sense of stability and protection.
Okay.
If it's a distraction to you, just realize that it could be a phone, okay? Nothing
Okay,
else.
all right, okay. So here we go.
Thank you.
So the lady was saying that, she wanted to know whether or not she should shield her child from a parent who's coming in and out of the child's life. And I said, no, you gotta let that person do what they're gonna do because you can never grow a man part and be the man. And if that is what he is trying to show his child, he's gonna have to pay that penance. He's gonna have to atone for that later in life. You can't do nothing about that. And some people came back and said, and I love you guys for responding. Feel free to respond and give your opinion because this is a dialogue. Someone said here, stop letting these kids participate in toxic relationships. There's a whole generation of grown kids with daddy and mama issues because adults won't be adults. Do you know how damaging it is for someone to come in and out of a child's life and that kid wonders why that person doesn't want to be around them? Cut ties and move on. Children aren't revolving doors. Okay, this is the second one that somebody else sent. As a mom in a similar situation, I respectfully and passionately disagree with the advice given to the email from number 2, throw the whole baby daddy away. As the mom, it is my first and foremost duty to protect my child from harm, regardless of who may be causing the harm. I refuse to co-parent his behavior and have my daughter thinking it's okay for some man who claims he loves her to come and go in her life because that's her father. That is too much like emotional abuse. No, ma'am. Subscriber, nip that in the bud. If he gets hurt feelings and wants to point fingers, let him. The only person's well-being you should be concerned about is your child. We are raising emotionally strong, intelligent, and beautiful girls to be emotionally strong and intelligent and beautiful women. Whew, girl. Gigi, that's heavy. Now, I'm going to go ahead and say my piece because I'm on a roll right now, and I'm going to let Gigi say her piece because she's going to be on a roll too. Now, I'm speaking from what I know. And whilst all of those emotions, you're right, it doesn't feel good. You are concerned for your child or children, plural. If you like me, you got a whole bunch of kids. But at the end of the day, the one thing you can't fight against is the law. And sometimes we may feel that we are doing the right thing morally, but as they say, church and state is different. Don't get locked up on account of somebody knowing that your weakness is protecting your child at all costs. Because, let me tell you something. Even though you may feel like you're doing your child a service, right? Of keeping them away from a person who comes in and out of their life. That person might be doing that intentionally. Just to get you caught up in the legal system. To say, oh, she ain't let me see my child. It's parental alienation. That's why. And I can speak on it because I know about it, baby. It was done to me because I thought I was protecting my children from somebody who was stalking me online and doing treacherous things. Diabolical, honey. At the end of the day, the court don't care what a parent may be doing as long as it is not bodily harm. So you do everything within your ability to give that child their experience with their parent away from you. How that person is has nothing to do with you, baby. However they choose to give your child that impression of what a man is or whatever, that's, like I said, it's what they're going to have to atone with. Because as painful as it may be to see your child cry, been there, done that, got a t-shirt. Do you think a child wants to be separate from either parent? They want to see their parents communicate effectively. They want to see their parents be together harmoniously. They want to see both of their parents in their lives. But those sometimes ain't the cards that you dealt. But you have to deal with what you've been dealt. And what you have to do is let the child see the daddy or the mother so that nobody will ever be able to blame you, whether it be the child or the legal system. Because it's changing these days, baby. You will be held in contempt. And there ain't going to be nothing you can do about it because you felt that it was okay to keep the child away based on you just trying to protect your child. I'm just saying, don't get caught up. Don't get caught up because people do these things, okay? Go ahead, Gigi.
Well, you covered it based on your thoughts and your experience. But I want to be able to cover it on, not that this is my experience
right
at all, but as having witnessing eyes. I will say this much. The legal system is different. Being in the state of Florida, someplace else it could be different. But respecting the law is true. But let me say also, if you're not aware of the law and your rights when it comes to protecting your child, because you may feel harassed, and it could be definitely true, even with the other individuals stating that they harass you because they're trying to reach out to you in order to see their kid or children. You know, maybe say if they were doing that for that reason and they tell the particular courts that, it's still not right, especially in Florida, and this is being a known fight, according to Valencia, not allegedly. When individuals come after you, when it comes to the child or the children in your family, it is always good to seek wise counsel, and that means a attorney. Separate from, as you say, church and state here, you need an attorney that is a good advisor that can advise you on your emotions, because after all, you cannot put emotions into the decision. Well, you may say, well, Gigi, well, it's wrong because they don't want to be in the kid life, or they just may be in and out, and they could be doing things just to be doing it, and all of a sudden now they want to be this great parent, male or female. It still goes both ways. You cannot, what you call, allow that child to not see their father. You must allow that child to have that relationship, because it will benefit you later on down the road when you get out of your emotion, and it would definitely benefit the child all the way around and things. You just cannot do it because of law. But just say for this note, by you not being aware of law, that's how you get caught up. Because emotionally, you know that, at least you feel in your heart, this person is trying to make me think that I'm cray-cray or something, and I know I'm not, and they come at me so vindictive in a way to make it believable, truly. So at the same token, it makes no difference even if you feel like that it's not right. The main thing is, what about the child? Because when a child grow up as being grown adult, they will know for their own self, because one thing about a kid, they have a human spirit inside of them that grows and grows, just how you are that parent or adult. Whether or not they have kids or not, they have emotions, so they will be able to determine from their own sense of just being that human and seeing both parents and how they communicate. They will be able to tell whether or not there was strife in the relationship. That's why it's so healthy and it's so important. Move emotions out the way and co-parent to the best of your ability. The only thing I would say about this is that you have to be and their mindset to know it's about the children. It's not about the emotions. It's not even about, Valencia, who you're with at the time to prove anything to them. Because sometimes the other individual may not even know the true story. Just my thoughts. Not chasing rabbits. But that's why when you get in a relationship, I think that if you have children, this is my thoughts. And this question, not even a question, probably take up the whole video, but seem like I need to address this. Just my thoughts. When you have children, you got kids.
Yeah.
Say someone else have kids.
Yeah.
Just my thoughts. I personally would want to sit down, talk, and meet with the parent and the other individual.
I want you to put a pin in that, because I feel like that's another topic that we can go off on. Let's just stay on the topic of, why you want to remove yourself from that emotional train of, this person is in and out of my child's life, and it hurts. It not only hurts you because your child is hurting, but you know what I mean? You want to protect your child, but it hurts. I know it does not feel good, but you are not in control of what somebody else's chooses to be, or whatever reflection or image that they're trying to do. You got to put that in God's hands, and you are not the person that is giving your child these issues. It's that person, and they are going to have to atone for all of those things when that child grows up and starts to ask them questions. And that's, I think, the main thing. And trust me from experience, don't get caught up, because people will point the finger back at you like it was your fault not letting them see the kids when they were the ones who wanted to go off and live their life and not be around and party and BS and have this image of, my daddy don't care about me in this world, whether it be a boy or girl, because kids need their parents, both parents. So just let it happen. Be that parent that you need to be. Be steady and strong, fast and stable in your position in your kid's life, and you can't worry about what the other person is doing, especially if they're not on drugs, beating the children, whatever. They just doing whatever. Child, you be your best version of a parent that you could be.
But let's be mindful of this too. If that is such a concern, concerning your kid's emotion, because I'm very concerned about emotions when it comes to a kid. If they want to get the counseling, you would know when they're ready or not, because they would even express it to the counselor. The counselor let you know they're still being a kid. Not saying it doesn't hurt. Allow them to have that counseling. Someone that they can speak to and talk to. Allow different eyes to be set upon that particular child. If you feel like it is emotionally doing something to them when it comes to their schoolwork, their self-esteem, anything. But you have to allow a kid to be a kid. I'll tell you what I've seen, what works, just my thoughts. When you put children in academics and things outside of the schools that deal with socialization, and that deals with being in leadership position, teaching them the power of being positive and the power of helping, and always being able to know that you have to depend on somebody as being that kid, and you're not in the world alone. And I'm just speaking from my thoughts and my experience, because this is where about that I have seen it from my own eyes, elevation of my grandkids. They are in academics, not to hold the ball. I'm not studying about the ball, because if sports is in you, that's going to come. But what I'm most concerned about now is the power of socialization skills. Because if you don't have that in tight, when you're not in the household where about one parent is missing or whatever, you have to find out what is in the best interest academic-wise. Not about showing how you can tumble, how you can flip, how you can ballerina. All that is good. But Gigi goes for, listen, what's going to teach some socialization skills, being surrounded by others that are of the same mindset of these particular small minds here. That's all I got to say.
And that just goes to show it's important for us as parents to be observant as to what our kids are watching, reading, who our kids are hanging out with. even though it may be poor in this area, you have to guide your kids in something else that can kind of not lessen it, but kind of, help the fact with whatever they're going through. So after school activities, like I have my boys in karate because they get a very strong male figure, discipline, all of that stuff, because their dad isn't in the house with us. So I felt like that will be a great addition for them to get that from someplace else, because unfortunately he's not here, so I gotta go get it somewhere else. But I'm not gonna depend on and sit in the corner and be like, hey, you're not around here. No, that's cool for a moment for you in your separate space away from your children, but you gotta make a decision. How am I going to fill this kind of space or void for my child in a healthy way? Instead of just saying, no, you ain't got no daddy around, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you got to fill it with some great things.
Can I say this before we close this subject?
Because I think we done took up the whole video on this topic.
I said that.
Yeesh.
I'm not on the fence of a side that you're right and the other individual is wrong. I'm on the side of what works best for the children if you come to me. And talk to me. So that's why I say about removing the emotions out of the way. But let me say this to you, since this is real conversation from my own eyes and what I've seen.
Yes.
Are you in a better place now from where you used to be at to want to co-parent along the way? Irregardless if it's not way about you want it to be at, but I mean in a headspace. I think what individuals need to hear from what I heard from what you read is that eventually, even if it moves slowly, you have to move toward making yourself healthy to be in a better space for you and the kids. Yeah. And if the other parent is doing the same thing, truthfully, then guess what? When it's time to co-parent, even for the drop-off, it will show in a manner to where about the kids will feel it.
That's true, right. You have to kind of remain open. Y'all know I'll be growing through some things. Everyone does. And I literally sat in my car and cried, and I filmed it. I don't know if I'm going to I probably will, because it's a vlog day. But sometimes you get tired as a parent, whether it's the mom or the dad, always hoping and wanting, and it never happening. Slow and steady wins the race. Don't try and speed it up. Don't try and slow it down. That's all I'm saying. Get out, like Gigi said, get out of your feelings and you focus on you being the parent, and you kind of leave that good door, that good vision open. Trust me, I have my days when I just want to take my wig off and throw in the towel and be like, I'm done trying. But then you have to realize it's not for you. It's for the kids. And, you lay down and had children or a child with this person, so there was something there before. So trust me, it will get that way. Put some prayer on it.
And you got to want the kids to love both.
Both.
Mom and dad. Not one-sided. Both.
Both.
Mom and dad.
Yeah. Me and Gigi are just trying to give y'all the best advice. You know what I mean? Because when your child is being hurt, you are hurt, right? We're just trying to give you the best advice so that you can get healing for the situation and not, put yourself in a point where you're just shielded. You can't see anything else. You can't see the future. You know what I mean? You can't see what you've been praying for. So we're just trying to give y'all the best advice possible.
If that device don't work, and if they live in the state of Florida, when that judge tell you contempt, that'll sure enough work. You'll straighten up then, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, it will.
Well, I'm just saying, it's not funny, but what I'm saying is really to make you think and to understand that, listen, the reason why that there are laws in place is so that you can understand that. And most jurisdiction and people that I want to say that is kind to know that you never went through anything like that. Yeah. They can tell when you are honestly, you don't want the kids to see the father, because they'll ask you certain questions. And if you sit up here and say, oh no, I'll never let you go down the wrong path, you should say, yes. Or if the judge asks you, was you in your emotion? Be honest. Tell the truth. That's why I always say to thy own self, be true. Because you know what truth does is what I'm trying to say. It gives you a pass to own your truth. Now, you can't control what that particular individual may do, who sits in the seat to make the decision. But you never know how they may view your honesty.
True.
When you're truthful.
True.
So that's why it's always good to let a person know that I did not know and I did not understand, but can you get out of your emotion?
Yeah.
You want to be able to convince whomever that is trying to work with you, not by staying stuck, but by being able to move along.
Yeah. And again, if there is no abuse, if it's just all emotions, your kid is in a safe environment, whatever, this person's just in and out, seek counsel from a legal perspective to see what you can do if you are concerned, if your child is failing in school, if it's really affecting them. But most of the time, there's nothing you can do about that, and it's unfortunate. So just make sure you have people that are in your corner that you can talk to like us, and just have a kitchen table talk and be able to be like, girl, this is what I want to do, but we're going to tell you what you're not going to do. This is what you're not going to do. This is what you're going to do. And we're going to keep you straight on the straight path, because we want to see you guys and your kids be in the best position as possible. So, man, Gigi, we done talked up something on this video.
Yes, we have. But you know what in life?
What?
What I like about it?
What?
Timing is everything.
It's everything.
Meaning that this too shall pass. Nothing stays the same. Because one thing about children, they bring joy.
They do. And they grow up too, girl.
And they grow up.
They don't stay kids.
So they never stay kids. So it's like timing is everything. That what you went through a year ago, 2 years ago, or 4 years ago.
Yeah, because y'all been watching my channel. Time has gotten me through
everything.
To the point where the stuff that goes on now, it don't even bother me. It's like rain off a raincoat. It's dry, girl. But anyway, speaking of time, we've run out of time. This video will probably be like an hour long. So what we're going to do is we're going to answer the questions, some more emails on the next video. But if you guys enjoyed this segment of us talking and really going on, yeah, girl, thumbs up the video, get it to 1,000 likes, okay, so that I can get it produced faster. So if you guys are not following my mom, she has her own channel where she loves to go live and talk to you. That's why she was late, and that's why we got to cut this video short, because we was getting to the topic or whatever. But it was a good topic that I felt like we needed to talk about, though.
Wait. Do I have to be a part of? Yeah, girl.
Yes, respectfully. Love you. So, yeah, we will see you guys in the next video. Woo, child, we covered a lot, didn't we? That went on, but it was a good time. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts, okay? We want to hear it. There is no wrong answer, okay? Everybody keep your wigs on and your panties clean. Okay, because we're going to act like women up for her. But I just wanted to give my rebuttal on that with my mother. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye, besties.